Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fallout 4. Last time, we did something. I don't remember now. We did some stuff, we did some side stuff. Who are you? You're just a settler. We did some side stuff, and
Keep your mouth shut about this place. Can't trust anyone.
Fuck you. We did some side stuff, and I am getting kinda tired of side stuff. Oh, I'm very full on things.
Don't ask for much. Just need a full bottle and some bones to break.
Okay, good for you,
Only
Kate.
thing better than
Aye.
getting pissed is
If you need
picking
a weapon,
Huh.
you've
Am I
come to the
right?
right place.
Let's
Kind
see
of
what
done
you
with
have.
side stuff
Let
for
me know
now.
what you'd like.
Let's get at least a little bit of story done. But first, let's get some ammo. Give me the shotgun shells, give me the fusion core. Why not? I got some shit to sell. Oh, right, these. Almost forgot. It's fine, because I do still have some other shit to sell anyway. And you have a lot of caps. This is neat. It's fast. It's good damage. I just don't care about melee in this game. It's not a unique thing. This is. I'm keeping this. Any drugs in here? Nope. Okay. Give me the caps. Or I guess I spent some caps. That's fine. I completely forgot about those assault rifles. I still have the legendary one, right? Uh-oh. Did I put it away? Oh, shit. Oh, what did I do? Nope, there it is. Give. We're gonna do some mods here. Wrong thing. This has the advanced receiver. Just gonna give it a standard. I'm gonna just sell it. What does the vented barrel do? Or hip fire. This is gonna be a sighted thing anyway. That's the best it can have. Gonna take that off. It's just a full stock. I can make one of those myself.
what I wouldn't give for a good stiff drink.
It has the quick eject drum mag, so give. I don't think it needs the long scope. I'll take it anyway. Compensator is actually not something that I want anyway, so that can stay on there. And now for this bad boy, which has a bunch of damage resistance while reloading. That is pretty solid. Just go ahead and make the full stock. Wow, I have so much adhesive. That's insane. Long scope, because why not, I guess. Nothing on the muzzle. On clay paint, it does nothing. Do it if you want. I can't quite get these. These need gun nut 4, but that's fine. Yeah, and I don't even need to take the things off of this one. So I guess that one I just get to sell. Works for me. This goes here. I also now have over 1,000 of this. I don't know how useful a scope on this thing's gonna be. We're gonna try it out. Probably use it for this episode, maybe a little bit longer. I'm missing just a touch of health. Let's use something not amazing. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey,
Looking for a weapon?
I'll take a look.
Let's
Sure.
Great.
Sell the one I stripped down and the other one that I meant to strip down and then just ended up not.
11 a.m. here at Radio
Okay.
Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen.
Believe I have just the things I want with me. I still need to go drop that off. Take all these extra mods. They're all the basic mods. Okay. Get some of those caps back. I'm gonna go drop off a bunch of the like really good cooked food real fast before we get moving here, because it's just taking up so much space. Like, they only weigh like a half thing each, but when the Deathclaw stakes take 1, and I have 19 of these. Put them away. I don't need them. These, they heal great, but they just are too heavy to reasonably be carrying around with me. The Nuka Cherries are going to go away. Any Quantums are going away. I'll keep the basic one. It's not a lot of health, and I can just burn through them quickly. That's only 0.1. Could be a good panic food item. The Radscorp steaks, the ribeye steaks. I'll keep this. This is only a half thing per. These give damage resistance, and I only have 4 of them, so I'm gonna keep those. And I'm also just gonna go drop off anything that's not cooked in the thing over by the cooking station, just to empty my inventory as much as possible, because it's been loaded for a while. The irradiated blood can be used for something. I don't remember what. That's about it. Lowered my thing just a little bit. I can make a purified water. I'll go ahead and do that, just because I'm here. And I know I can turn those blood packs into stim packs. I'm also going to go ahead and do that, since stim packs weigh nothing.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
This is probably...
Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Who's whistling in there? You in there, Nick? Healing. The glowing blood pack requires the irradiated blood, and also requires regular. That does eat both of those, though. This does weigh. Fuck it. And then the rest of the blood packs I'll turn into stims. Fuck it. Pretty sure the glowing ones weighed 0.3, so I will, I'll take that.
Thank you.
You're
It's
Sheffield.
like I can finally think straight.
So, I was talking a bit last time about, like,
This
where the
is Radio
fuck
Freedom.
could Nick have gone? And I still don't
Nothing to
really
report.
know.
Keep it tuned here for Minutemen Alert.
Presumably he's around here somewhere, but I haven't the slightest idea where. And I honestly think that selecting the main story quest just sent him on his path over to Good Neighbor. So, we're just gonna go to Good Neighbor. Presumably when we enter where we need to go, the building we need to go in here, Nick will just show up. If not, I have a problem on my hands, and I need to find Nick, who I'm relatively sure
8 o'clock.
I sent
You're
to
listening
Sanctuary,
Radio Freedom, the voice
but I
of
guess
the
I don't
Minuteman.
know for sure.
Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here.
If
for
I
Minutemen
didn't,
Alerts.
I'm gonna have to go back to my footage and find out where the hell he went.
Better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying.
Anywho, into the Memory Den. Let's main story, finally. Is Nick here?
Well,
Nick's here!
Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about the lonely...
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Hi, Nick. We'll have him come back with us again after we're done here.
Dr. Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
Hi. I'm gonna let Nick explain. Hi, Nick. You're getting in the way.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold
Are
on
you
the
doing
floor.
that? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defy
Radio Freedom is still
course,
playing. I should have
you
turned it
don't
off.
realize that the
Whoops.
memory simulators require intact,
Whoops.
living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this
This
work.
dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this.
Fine.
So do we.
I'll take a look.
I
But
still
no
don't
guarantees.
understand why they talk over
Do
each
you
other or their
have it
own
with you?
lines. Presumably it's a bug. It's been a bug for as long as I've known. Yeah, I could reinstall the game, see if it would work. I really don't care that much. The subtitles are on screen.
Here's
So.
what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Skip the science.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. An incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his
Don't
brain.
worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do
Whenever
this.
you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit
If
down.
I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
I'm sure nothing
Let's
bad could
see
possibly happen. I'm turning off Radio Freedom.
I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes,
A lot of supplies.
static. I can't make sense of any of it,
That's
Doc.
what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? Both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions and he'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
This sounds extremely dangerous. Let's fucking go.
Let's get
Just
started.
sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
Let's go.
See you on the other side.
Nothing bad could happen. Whatsoever. This thing that's never been done before, I'm sure it's perfectly safe. Why is this TV, like, very polygonal? What happened here?
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Huh? We're actually gonna look through these. Normally, when I play the game, I kind of just immediately skip to the end. We're gonna actually look through them. Just cause I've not done this in ages.
Ah, good. The simulation appears to be
Right,
working,
brain.
although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Room.
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
I can't really jump on top of Child Kellogg.
People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
That was a short one.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us.
That's a 44. That's Kellogg's pistol, all right.
But you won't turn out
We
like
have it
him.
now.
You're a good and all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hand. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This
Where did it
doesn't
go?
seem to be what we're looking for.
Huh.
There
They're
appears to
gone.
be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
I wonder if that's the only mention of the NCR in this entire game. We're gonna have to play New Vegas at some point, but not anytime soon because hoo boy.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may
like
think
that?
to yourself that you're happy.
Oh god, he's still looking around. They didn't pause that.
Believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living.
I don't like the design.
Probably
Still
been
move.
happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
What do you mean, game? What do you mean?
In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those,
Come on,
huh?
you're great with her. I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the world
Sir,
at
I
my
also
feet.
still
Everybody
move.
knew I was the one who'd shot
I think
Valdez.
so, yeah.
And I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the Sheik. A lot of standing around looking tough.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
Okay,
I
he's
know.
just gonna put that into his leg.
I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Who needs leg bones when you have a gun? Use that as your leg bone.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us?
This is very familiar
and we wouldn't
vibes.
fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
This one feels very familiar. A little bit of deja vu going on here. The fucking help. If that fails while I'm in here, I'm gonna be genuinely a little bit pissed.
Mind if we sit down?
I didn't care where I was going.
This is a really
Ended up
good
mostly
freeze frame.
wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free.
All of these the same.
I always got paid in the end. One way or another. There was always a job for someone
Oh fuck,
like me.
yes it is.
Didn't matter what it was.
I know it's
Didn't matter
slightly
who I
different.
was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together.
Just not a very
It's
good
almost
bar.
always a bar,
Where are your
though.
booze?
That's universal.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
At least as we go on, they seem to be getting a little bit shorter, a little bit less to interact with. That first one was pretty long.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
The first synths weren't all that impressive.
Dislike.
I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Oh, I don't like that they look
But the
around.
Institute
Oh.
could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with
Three
the
of them. Do
Institute.
they each have different stuff?
The first synths weren't
Nope.
all that impressive. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute, but I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine.
I hate them.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. The Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Oh.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of her.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but
yeah, I still move.
Still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
It's interesting that he knows he's dead. I mean, I guess if the implant thing is still working, it's keeping that bit of the brain and these memories alive. And theoretically more of his brain where he can still think and process these memories, so. But that's very interesting. I don't think that's something I noticed the last time I ran through this. I usually don't run through it so thoroughly.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup? I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
A little bit of deja vu going on.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had...
Oh, there's nothing up
differently.
here. Okay.
But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor,
Something I want to go over a little bit later.
Kellogg,
It's okay.
to do with this
One of
memory in
these days,
particular.
you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple, smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a
Forget
priority.
I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no
Reflection.
entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
So in this memory, I want you to just make note of some of the more minor details of it. It's just gonna loop again, so let's get out of here. Make sure to note some of the more minor details. For instance, what was said on the radio. It'll be important a bit later. Kind of.
Slow movement.
It's a thing I want to talk about a little bit later.
I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done. How do you feel?
Nick? Huh? Okay.
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to
You're
find
right.
him.
A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there.
It's time.
Not even if they were desperate.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after
If
him.
you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine
Hey,
first.
level up.
Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's
God,
waiting
that
for
section
you
is so much longer than I remember it being. Then again, I speed through it consistently. Okay. Let's spend our level up point. Gun Nut 4 needs 39. Hacker is not a bad idea. Bloody Mess is not a bad idea. But I really want to get this and the next one into Strongback because that will let us fast travel when over encumbered. This last tier of it, we don't really need. It's mainly tier 4 of Strongback that we really desperately want. Okay. Let's go talk to Nick.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Oh.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
Are you okay?
You
good?
feeling all right,
Yeah,
Nick?
I'm fine. Why?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
I'm still gonna take Nick.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Now,
That whole business with Doc Amari and Kellogg's memories got me thinking. Just there's still some Nick Valentine history I've been wanting to put a bow on for a while I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
hell yeah.
Sure thing. What's the case?
So this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime.
I forgot about this quest. I do actually want to do this.
Winter. He was a bad man who did a lot of innocent people. But he knew the end was coming, so he sealed himself inside a personal shelter, located underneath a sub-shop he used as a headquarters.
Eddie Winter was from my time. Real scumbag.
The story gets even more twisted. The arrogant bastard wanted to cheat death, live forever, so he could come out of that shelter someday into this brave new world. Sound familiar? Only Eddie didn't want to be a frozen banana. No cryo sleep for him, no. He invested his money in some sick, crazy radiation experiment.
Something against cryo?
Jeez, you've really done your homework on this guy.
I have. And I uncovered a doozy. Eddie Winter went and turned himself into a ghoul 200 years before it was fashionable. Hell, he was probably the first one. And I'm convinced that he's still locked inside that shelter. Safe and sound. Ready to come out and begin his evil reign all over again. I'm gonna find him and kill him, so that never happens. You in?
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know where Winter's vault is, but the door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance back in the day, he recorded 10 holotapes, incriminating different criminal associates. On each one, he hit a single number. Find all of those holotapes, we get all the numbers. We get all the numbers, we get the code. And then we get I've been putting together a file on this one for a while now. There's a pair of holotapes in here worth listening to. Including one of Winter's that I managed to snatch from the Cambridge Police evidence lockup before getting swarmed by Fearless. On my way out the door, I spotted an active evidence terminal. Bet my hat that terminal is the key to finding the rest of Probably worth revisiting any police departments you may have stumbled across in your travels as well.
Alright. With this chunk of the main story done, I'm not gonna end it yet. I'm not gonna end it yet because we're only at about 40 minutes. So we're not even close to the typical time of one of these. We got a little bit more.
Good neighbor. Lowest place in the Commonwealth. Everything not nailed down rolls through here at some point.
Alright. We have our goal. Find Virgil in the glowing sea. Points us towards the edge of the glowing sea. We've been a bit further in at this point. We've been way down here, near the crater actually. Let's go back to Sanctuary. The baseball? I want that. I want that. That is presumably a DLC weapon. But I want that. We're gonna have to try to get that at some point. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Your Pip-Boy doesn't sound pleased. Let's say we get out of here.
I'm getting in the fucking radiation storm to cap it off too. Alright. You have a couple of options to protect yourself from radiation. You can use a hazmat suit, or a little more ideally, power armor. Feel free to choose whatever you want. Wow, we have so much carry weight now. Now, we're not gonna head out to the Glowing Sea immediately. We're actually gonna do a little bit of the Eddie Winter stuff. So let's go back to the Cambridge police station and go look at that terminal that Nick told us about. And I guess quickly go visit any police stations we've found already. I'm sure there are a good few we haven't, but let's go get the ones that we did, at the very least. In between episodes, I will look up where the others are. Not immediately, because we're gonna keep going with things. I'm gonna ignore whatever's going on in there. Let's go find the terminal. I know these guys are still chilling here. In here.
It's giving you trouble. I could give that term.
It's locked. Let's try to get into it ourselves.
That's it.
It's real easy. Okay, that's all that is. Boston, BAD, TFL, and at Malden Police Department. So we know where. Of course Nick liked it. We're doing his fucking quest. So that actually gives us a couple of places to look. It actually marks any police stations that we have already found, which is pretty good. We're just gonna go hit them all real fast. I cannot fast travel inside of here. I'm pressing all of the wrong buttons. I don't actually remember what perk you get with Nick from doing all of his stuff, but I can't imagine it's bad. So I want it. Also, Nick is just straight up like my favorite companion, so yeah. So let's go down to this one first. This is basically going to be the thing we're going to hit occasionally as I need to pad out an episode. Because we're definitely not finishing it in this one. We're only going to get maybe 3 more of the holotape. Just all the places that are marked we're going to go do. Except maybe the one thing we haven't actually been at. Because that one, we obviously haven't been there, so I can't fast travel right there to go get it. So that one might get put off for now. Phone.
Security's too tight.
Oh, right. I'll just leave that there then. For a minute I thought that stall was locked and I was very confused. Map updated. On loan. Quincy Police. Nahant Sheriff Department. South Boston PD. So basically we're going around to these and it's gonna tell us where all of the tapes are, presumably.
Got it.
Fucking Trigger Man hat. Sure. Actually. Oh shit.
I don't think.
Not taking their meat. I don't care. I'm just gonna explore here a little bit because one of the holotapes is here. 3 of 10. Novice terminal to presumably unleash the Protectron. A single 10 mil. Dead Raider. Just gonna explore a little bit just because I feel like it. Just cause there's so many coffee cups. Open box. not gonna be needed for very long, because at some point we're gonna get that level of lockpick where we can just not, like, the picks will break. I think they just don't break, which means we only ever need one. Meaning the hundreds that we've found mean nothing. Okay, so this shows us one way down here. We've not been there, so we're not gonna hit that up. There's one over here. Let's go to this. Go hit this one up. I'm trying to think how long the next main story quest is gonna be. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done this and actually like made note of the time, because the last time I played through this game I was just trying to do it as fast as possible and not giving the slightest shit about the story. So I don't actually know how long any of this is. Why was that one massive?
That's the last.
Okay. Another terminal. Attic Police, South Boston Police. Missing. Station sweep scheduled. So there is presumably one here somewhere. Nick. It's just there's no like stairs to go up, is there? I think this building is it. Yeah. So that one is, yeah, there's no thing here, so presumed missing for now. So I guess we'll just have to come back. You know, I don't want to know what's going on over there. I think I'm good. We have one last place that we've actually been to. Let's head to there, read that terminal, and maybe find a holotape. We'll see. We'll see if we can actually find one of the holotapes. I will absolutely be looking up where they are in case we do any of this next time. I do and I don't want to. Hi.
Yeah, that's one way. Something out there.
Yeah, there is. I believe now we're gonna start actively encountering some more synths. So, hopefully you have decent energy resistance. Yeah, the rad storm is still happening. Jesus, this place is destroyed. One of the holotapes. Plus a terminal. Checked out Malden and Hunt. So places that have already been marked. And take telephones because I feel like it was. Is there? What, if anything? Probably nothing. I'm probably just gonna waste my time if I try that. So we found 4, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 places marked, I believe, which isn't a lot. That only brings us up to 8 if there's one at each location, but a couple of these are police departments, and will presumably tell us where at least one other is. I'm stealing things from here because I feel like it, and I want more materials. Because you can never have enough. adhesives, screws. You really can't have enough. Alright. Let's discover this location because it's like right here. Because I'd be a fool to not. Alright. So yeah, four locations, which we might see next time, but no guarantee. Because next time, like, let's just warp out here. Next time on Fallout 4, we're gonna go look for Virgil in the glowing sea. There is one other place in the glowing sea that I would like to go find for reasons.
They're here somewhere.
Oh, this thing's accuracy is not great. Maybe scope was a bad idea. So much for ending the episode. Where? Where? There's an enemy somewhere. Couldn't tell you where. I have grenades on. Plasma grenade. Let me not have those on. Fuck. I didn't get experience, but it fucked off, whatever it was. Okay. Next time, into the glowing sea. See you guys then.